Hello guys, welcome back onto the Dutch couch. I've got the old Remembrance Day flag on today. I want to talk about this video that's come out, circulated on social media. This referee, he's been suspended by the PGMOL, David Coote, over this video that's gone viral regarding Jürgen Klopp. Literally, this referee spends his life, him and his mates, right, ruining every other fucker's weekend. Right, we know that, don't we? Making it their life's aim to make our lives a misery. One of the biggest things in our life, the football. He's done himself up like a kipper. He's stitched himself up like a good one. The irony in it. The irony. He's called Jürgen Klopp. These guys have been talking to him, filming him, right? Setting him up, basically. They fucking ain't silly. He's calling Jürgen Klopp a C-U-N-T, and I'm not going to say the word on this video, because I know I swear a lot in my other videos. My daughter pulled me up on it. Silly boy, ain't I? He called Jürgen Klopp a C-U-N-T. He said he got no interest in talking to him because he's arrogant. He tries to avoid talking to him every... She's fair enough. He's come out and said it, hasn't he? Fair enough. But then apparently he's called Liverpool shit or a shit club or whatever. But then he's come out with the old, he's a German C-U-N-T. That's a bit close to the old. Oh yeah, he's crossed the line, hasn't he? He's really done himself over here. I can't see the way back for him here with this. The problem you've got is, right, but he likes James Milner, so all is forgiven, because I like James Milner. He's a good geezer. But he makes it clear to these guys in this video. He makes it crystal clear. This video cannot go anywhere. It cannot be put out there to anyone, not be seen. And the other guys actually say, the guy who's next to him says, listen, this man's a professional, he's a Premier League referee. We can't ruin a man's career. Yet the footage is out there. I don't know who these guys are, I'm not too sure they are, to be honest. Whether it's them who released the video or someone else who's got hold of it, I'm not too sure. I'm not going to blame anyone. But for me, this sort of thing, people are saying, they're obviously there's suspicion, right, already. There's already suspicion about these referees, week in, week out, about corruption in this league. And this fuels the fire massively. It fuels the fire. It only puts more petrol on that fire. Because now you're already seeing online, look at this decision, look at this decision he made, look at this one against Liverpool, whatever. And I've got to say, my team, Arsenal, when they played them, the decision when Odegaard literally became Michael Jordan for 30 seconds. And that's not a penalty, I'll never know. And he didn't give it. So decisions like that, which I think are so obvious. He said he was falling over. Nah, that was a clear penalty, mate. At the time I didn't say it because I was being biased. I was watching the game. It was a penalty. It's fueling the fire now. But I'm seeing more decisions coming out. Stuff's against Man City or whatever. But I'm not saying that Liverpool, they get their fair share of decisions anyway. So let's even it out a bit, right? It's not like it's all about Liverpool. But my only question from this would be, right, how many other refs? Obviously, these refs feel the same, don't they? They've all got, like, if you're standing on a touchline, right, in that technical area on a Saturday or whatever, Wednesday night, Tuesday, whatever, and these managers who are under fucking extreme pressure are putting pressure on you, swearing in your face, fucking demanding shit off you, you are going to sort of get a dislike for some of them. You're human, aren't you? But I'm interested to see how many of these referees ref certain clubs differently. It's fucking pretty obvious to me. Pretty obvious when I watch it. I think it's obvious to everyone when they watch it what ones favour what teams. It's fucking clear. We don't need suspicion. It's truth, isn't it? We know. But I'm interested to see how these referees, do they influence each other during the week when they have their meetings, or they know each other, they're mates, don't they? They must have WhatsApp groups, whatever, talk to each other, text messages now. I wonder how many influence each other and talk about these managers and how they act, and they must do. They're humans, don't they? We all do it. If we've got something to say, we say it. And I'll be honest, when he's called Klopp an arrogant C-U-N-T, that's only what 99% of neutral fans have said on social media, surely, isn't it, anyway? But he's in a position where he can't be doing that. He's not Joe Public. He's a Premier League referee. He's under scrutiny, mate. But it also begs a question to me, right? Because obviously this geezer's under the influence, isn't he? He's drunk, isn't he? Or he's done something else, isn't he? I'm not saying anything. He's done because his eyes were a bit dodgy. I think his pupils looked a bit funny to me. He might have been on medication or something. But it begs a question to me, right? Did they discuss the stuff we can't hear on these microphones during the game? Be interesting to see how they talk about the managers during the game on the mics and stuff, or certain players actually. Because like I say, right, on the other side, I think we've seen that these people, because we don't have access to these people. We only have that div on Ref Watch, don't we? Who backs them all? That Dermot div. He backs them all. On the whole, this geezer's come out and showed his human. He showed what he actually thinks about this geezer. What a lot of other people do think. Not me, because I like Klopp. He's brilliant. I liked his personality in the Premier League. But he's been truthful, hasn't he? When he's under the influence or he's on medication. Happy days. So I'd be interested to see how. We're never going to find out, are we? I'd love to see how these other referees and officials talk about these managers and how they. I reckon they do influence each other. I think that the standard of the refereeing and the amount of dodgy decisions of late has been like astronomical. So something's not right there, and I think the suspicion is massively heightened now. I don't think there's any way back for this fella. I think he's reffing days in the Premier League, mate. They're off. He's done. Can you imagine the shit he's going to get from crowds if he ever comes back? You imagine the shit he's going to take from the crowds. Fuck me. Do you know what I reckon his next port of call is? Celebrity Big Brother, mate. Or I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. That's what he's going to be. He's going to do that sort of shit. One of these scallywags who goes on there, who's been a knob, goes on there and earns money out of it. Make a book, do a book, write a book. That's what's going to happen to him. I don't think Liverpool put a statement out there apparently yet. Why should they though? Well, it's not down to Liverpool. He's made the fuck up, hasn't he? Ain't really down to Liverpool to do anything. I reckon just let the powers that be deal with him and see what happens. But that Odegaard penalty, that was at the time I'm sitting there, biased as I was, I'm looking at it thinking, how is that not a penalty in a million years? But then there was more that I'm being told about now, and I'm seeing online, and I'm thinking, fuck me, that decision is terrible. But I think it's natural to think like that, because now your suspicions are, and then it's magnified, isn't it? But for this, I couldn't believe this when I see this. Yeah, I've got to say though, I feel sorry for his family, because he might have a wife and kids, right? I don't know if he has. Might have a husband, I don't know the fella. They're going to see all this online, aren't they? They're going to see what he's done. He probably talks about it in front of them anyway. They probably know what sort of geezer he is. He's probably a normal geezer. But now they're going to see all this online. The stick that he's getting on X, Twitter, whatever it's called, about their like dad or husband, whatever. It's not going to be nice for them, is it? So he's got that on his shoulders and all, because he's thinking my kids are going to see this. So really, he's fucked himself over in the respect that, yeah, people are going to think he's a right div, basically. They already do, most of us, don't we? Because we're football fans, most of us. Who likes a referee? If it ain't referee Collina from Italy, Pierluigi Collina, mate, the rest of them are divs. He is a legend. He's the only ref I love him. Brilliant. But yeah, interesting to see what happens with this. I mean, this is going to fester, this one. This is going to fester. We've already had this div out of journalism, the journalist last week, with the old hammer him, acting like a div. He done himself up like a kipper. I think this geezer's knackered himself. He's knocked himself out of a job. Probably his dream job. He's probably earning a lot of money doing the refereeing now. He's going to lose so much, mate. He's absolutely stitched himself up. Be interesting to see what other referees you lot think are even worse than this. I know there's a couple. I can name about 10. But my missus don't know nothing about football. When I told her about this referee, she just went to me, is he the fat one with the dark hair? So I don't know what, she was probably talking about 10 of them. That's how much she knows about football. But she knows the referees because I'm always swearing at them and what have you. But I didn't swear in this video. Fucking I just swore. I've been well behaved. No, I'd be interested to know what how you see this. I'd love Liverpool fans to go in the comments. Tell me these decisions that these geezers give against you. I've seen a few, but this one in particular, Odegaard, because it was against Arsenal. That was a massive one for me. It'd be interesting to see what you say. I'm going to have a little look on social media myself after, and have a little peep what's going on. But yeah, just a short little 10-15 minute video, just to have a chat about this. But yeah, the irony, full of irony. Him and his mates ruin our weekends. He's fucked himself up now. As much as I don't like to see the geezer out of a job. Well, no, I don't. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see the geezer out of a job. But he's knackered now, isn't he? He's knackered. He's fucked himself. He's gone, mate. He's finished. But let's see if anything else surfaces about any other of these referees. Because I'm sure it will now. Well, it's like a domino effect, isn't it? Once something comes out, it's more and more and more. It's like the Jimmy Savile affair, but not to that extent. Don't know none of that coming out. But yeah, have a good one. Take care.